construct matrix is we can create a variable like I have created m here and I have saved the values from 1 to 10 in it. Then when we check the dimensions of m, there is nothing there. Like if I check the dimension of m here, it will be nothing. So I want to give a dimension to that variable having 1 to 10 values. What I am doing is I am giving there should be 5 rows and 2 columns. And now let's check the value of m. So what happened is I created a variable m, then I gave the dimensions to it like I want 5 rows and 2 columns, and when I print it, the variable, what it does it divides the value 1 to 10 into 5 rows and 2 columns. Now, if we want to add a column to a matrix, to combine a column, the command is cbind. So what I have done is I have created a variable with values 7, 8, 9. Here, let's check here what we made. So I created a matrix, my matrix here with values 1 to 6 having 3 rows, and I filled those values by column. Now I want to add a column to it with values 7, 8, 9. So what I am doing is I am creating a new matrix and giving the command cbind. So what does it mean, column bind? So I am giving my matrix name first, and then I am giving the name of my variable having new values. Let's execute this command, and I'm printing the value of matrix. It is my matrix 1, and let's print it. Okay, so I have not executed the value of c here, so that's why there was an error. Now you can see there are 1 2 3 4 5 6 from the earlier matrix, and I have added the value from this command c 7 8 9. Now because I have not given here the values earlier, name of the dimensions, let's print this again. Now you can see I have all the dimension names also. If you understand, what I have done is I have given the dimensions name here. I have given the values 1 to 6 by row, 3 rows by rows, dimension names DEF and column name AB. Now I want to add a C column to it. So I have added C here with the help of cbind. Next, if you want to add a row to this matrix, what you will do is you will create a variable like I have created G here, and the values are 10, 11, 12. Now what I am doing is again I am creating a different matrix like my matrix 2, and the command for this is rbind, that is row bind. So for column we were using cbind, to add a row we are using row rbind. Again, giving the name of my matrix, I'm using the new one where I have already added a new column, and so my matrix 1 comma the name of my new row. So let's execute these commands. So you can see, so my matrix name was my matrix 2. So there are 4 rows now and 3 columns. As you can see, we have added an extra row and extra column to my earlier matrix. Next is lists. So if we talk about lists, list contains different data types. It is a combination where we can use numbers, string, vectors. What happens is when we create a list, the vectors or matrices stay in their original data type, but when we execute the command of list, they gives the output in the form of a list. Let me explain this. What I am doing is I am creating 3 vectors here, and what we will do is we will create a list from those vectors. All 3 are of different type. Like my first vector, that is v1, it is a numeric vector from values 1 to 5. My second vector, what is the command here is month dot abbreviation, that ABB is abbreviation, and I want from 4th month to 10th month. Let's execute this command. So what we have done is we have saved April, May, June, July, August, September, October in my vector 2. My third vector is a logical vector. So what you can do, whenever you are saving the value of a logical, it can be a capital T, or you can type hold true, just F, or a false. Now what we are doing is we are converting these vectors into a list form. So before giving the command of list, let's check the class of these vectors. So I'm checking the class of B1. So you can see it is in the form of integers. Next class of B2, it is in the form of vectors. You can see we have saved April, May, June, July. Next vector 3 was there, which was a logical vector. So let's check the class of this vector. So you can see it is in the form of logical. What we have done in this command, what we have done is we have combined them. We have combined all the vectors with the command is C. C means here you can call it as combine, or it is a concatenate command. What it does is it combine all the vectors. Now if we check the values of this variable combined V, what we have done is we have combined V1, then V2, and then V3. So it is in the form of vector. If we want to check the class of this, so it is in the form of vector. What it does is it combines all the vectors and converts it into character data type. But we do not want that. We want that each vector should be in its own data type, but we need it in a form of list. So the command is we are saving the we are taking the variable list1 and command is list, list, and within brackets we are giving all name of all the variables. Let's execute this command and print the values. Okay, so I am typing, I was typing wrong here. So you can see what it has done is my first vector was 1 to 5. So first it gives the numeric type, then it is giving the character data type, and then it is a logical data type. So what list helps us is with list help in joining the vectors with keeping the original data type of every vector. Next is array. So what are arrays? Arrays, they store the data in more than two dimensional. So what we are adding to our matrix form, like matrix was only one data type but of two dimension, rows and columns. Here we are giving three dimensions to it. Like if we are giving 2, 3 and 4, 2, 3 and 4, what it is means is it will give you four matrices with 2 rows and 3 columns each. So let's create an array. What is the formula command to create an array is within brackets. Starting with array command, within brackets, first you give the vectors or column names. After that, the vector names, that means the value you want your array to have. Next, there is dimension length. So you are giving the dimension, that is rows, columns, and how many matrices you want. Then you are giving the dimension names, that is the name of the rows, name of the columns, and the matrix names. So you can see I have created two vectors. They are in the numeric form. I have created vector 1 with 593, vector 2 with 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's execute these two vectors. Now I have given the names of the columns, call 1, call 2 and call 3. It is a character data type. Again there is row names, row 1, row 2, row 3. Again it is character data type, and similarly matrix name. Now what we are doing is we are creating an array out of this data. I have saved that value in result variable. I have given the command array, combining everything inside this. So what I am doing is first let's combine the two vectors, that are vector 1 and vector 2. Out of these two vector values, I am giving the dimension that I want 3 columns, 3 rows and 2 matrices, and I am giving the dimension names. Whenever you are providing the names, so it is in the form of lists. So the formula will start with list. Within bracket you are first giving row names. As you can see in dimension, it is first row, so you should give row names first, then it should be column names, because in dimension the second part is of column, and last are matrix part, so we are giving the matrix name. I am executing the commands here. So I have printed the value of column, row, matrix, and now I am creating an array, and let's print the value. So you can see I have the output of this command. I wanted the values from vector 1 and vector 2. As you can see, it is the same values, but we have two matrices with same column names. So it is a three-dimensional data structure. wherein we have rows, columns, and a list.